the Chargers were not fine with life the way that it currently was in their receiver room. And, it's funny, when Mike Williams, who had left the Chargers and then returned and retired, when he decided to call it quits, the obvious reaction was, well, bring back Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
I mean, you tried it with Mike Williams. It didn't work. Keenan Allen's out there. Bring him back. He knows the quarterback. He knows the town. He knows a lot of the players. And lo and behold, he is back in L.A. with the Chargers on a one-year, $8.52 million deal. That's a pretty good deal for him, but it's so far less than what he's used to.
Right.
That's the problem, I think, when you get toward the end of your playing career. It's still the same game. It's still the same effort. It's still the same injuries. It's still the same everything, but you're getting paid a third of what you were getting paid when you were your height of your earnings. Yeah. And I think for some guys, that's a tough pill to swallow.
No, 100%. It takes some time to adjust to that and get your mentality right to go, wait. I'm going to play for less than half what I've been making the last few years. That's a tough pill to swallow for sure. I'm with you in the Mike Williams thing. In fact, I thought maybe you were in the van last week when we were at the Hall of Fame game because this conversation came up and Matthew Berry was a little bit bringing up like, hey, why didn't anybody sign Keenan Allen yet? Why wouldn't they do that? He's not bad anymore. I mean, he's not done. And I was like, yeah, you're right. He's not. I mean, you watch Bears film from last year. He's still got juice, gas in the tank, juice in the tank, as they may say. All right. I mean, it's there. Now, is he the kind of guy that's going to make big explosive plays and do anything like that? No, I don't think that's really what he is anymore. He's going to be Mr. Consistent, Mr. Work the middle of the field, Mr. Justin Herbert. You can trust me that I'll read the coverage and do the right thing every time, let alone give them some insurance because I don't think they want to totally. We know Ladd McConkey. They feel good about that. They're hoping their second-round pick, Trey Harris, ends up looking like a second-round pick and can be a baller. Quentin Johnston's a question mark. They're hopeful, but they don't know. All right, so you have that. We saw Keandre Lambert-Smith in the Hall of Fame game, who they all raved about in pregame. But again, it's a rookie. So I think they've gone through a few weeks and went, wait, we only have maybe really one guy here that we really feel like we can trust on a play-to-play basis. I think we need to add a veteran, a guy that have a little versatility. And Keenan Allen's got size. And then, of course, he's got the ability to be an awesome slot. He's a great route runner. And like I said, he's kind of a quarterback's best friend with his ability to kind of read coverage there. So totally understand the Chargers making this move and paying what they paid there for him.
He is the franchise leader in catches and receiving yards by a wideout. Best season was 2017 with 1,393 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. Last season with the Bears, 70 catches, 744 yards, and 7 touchdowns, which isn't horrible when you consider they have Roma Dunze, they got DJ Moore. The offense was sputtered, not as good as we thought it was going to be. So he was available for a while, and that makes me wonder, like, Amari Cooper's out there. Who else am I missing that's out there? Like, there's some veteran receivers floating around. When are they ever going to land? And this ended up being the perfect time, perfect spot, perfect match for the Chargers, who had that need clearly arise when Mike Williams decided to abruptly retire. And I was talking to some people last week before the game, what happened with Mike Williams?
Yeah.
And one theory is, he's made his money. And he got back home, and he got comfortable, and he just decided to hell with it. I'm done. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to make that decision. And when you make that decision, if you're comfortable with that, you shouldn't play. I say it all the time. I remember when we argued about Vontae Davis retiring during a game. Like, you've got to want to be out there.
Definitely.
It's hard enough.
Yes.
When you want to be out there. If you don't want to be out there, no. This isn't like old school Gladiator where you're thrust into the fray whether you want it or not. If you don't want to be there, don't do it. So Mike Williams decided he didn't want to do it. Perfect opportunity for Keenan Allen to come take the spot, roughly speaking, that Mike Williams was going to have. I am surprised it took as long as it did because it made too much sense from the minute it happened. And it may have just been Keenan Allen thinking,
yes,
okay, maybe I can get a little more money.
That's what it is.
They have a greater need.
That's exactly what it is. That's what I was saying in the van. That's why I thought you were in there last week when I was saying that, because I was like, yeah, a lot of these guys, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, I'm probably sure at the start of spring and everything, they're thinking, hey, I may be able to get 14, 15, 16 million dollars. I might be able to do that. But then you start to realize that's not the reality of the situation, and you got to adjust your price tag a little bit. And within that, that's where, we're looking for 15, 16. Team just goes up, forget it. We'll draft and we'll call you back later. We'll see what happens there. And they make a call here, and, it's good for Keenan Allen. But I would expect that's the same thing with Amari Cooper. And with Amari Cooper, too, there's a little bit of an injury concern. Right? There's a leg, there's an issue that keeps kind of arising with Amari Cooper and why he wasn't on the field a lot for the Buffalo Bills at the end of the season last year. So that's going to scare people. But I think this is a good move by the Chargers for sure. Getting a guy like this, dependable, he can still play, like you said, and they need some guys that are a little bit more veteran-like. That Justin Herbert can trust, and Mike Williams, what you said too. He's probably had the knee injury. He goes to the Jets. That was a disaster. He didn't get to the red line, and then he gets traded to Pittsburgh, right? And he's probably get to a point of your career where you're fighting through injury. You're not totally 100%. You don't feel yourself. Damn, I'm moving around the country. Oh, I got back home, like you said. And he lost that drive and love of the game. So good for him, and hope he enjoys his retirement.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.